Welcome to Date with Danu right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. So every time we put this set together and when I sit on this seat, we have some interesting people we are about to talk to. As my first guest on the show, I have someone who has come from a political family, who has great visions for this country, and at the same time, he really knows how to make his cocktails. We're going to be speaking to Narada on the other side.
Hi, I'm Narada Dissanayaka. I'm in politics and I own a few businesses as well. And I'm here to go on a date with Danu. I think I got to know Danu through my wife Sabrina Herft. And I've seen few of the shows and I think he asks good questions, very funny, very witty. So yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
And welcome to the show. With me, I have Narada, who actually had to go back for a costume change. True. They took this show lightly, and I said, no way. I'm going to take a long time to dress up. Go. Thank you for being here, Narada. How are you doing?
Very good, very good.
So you are not exactly based in Colombo these days. You are doing a bit of a shift back and forth.
Yeah, we have just moved to Balapitiya for about a month.
Just why?
Well, because we have a little son now. He's one year, 4 months. And in the apartment, especially with COVID, we feel like
Claustrophobic.
Yeah, he's stuck.
Yeah.
So Sabrina's father has a nice villa in Balapitiya.
Right.
So we decided to go there and just stay for a month.
Right.
So he gets some, air time, beach time.
And going out time.
Exactly.
Because kids are now being brought up in such a different way. Like, I think the kids who have been brought into this world during COVID have only seen like their parents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time my one sees another kid, he's just looking at me
What?
like,
What is this?
I thought I'm the only kid.
There's another creature in this world. That's amazing. So Narada, you come from a political family. Is it that brought you into this political field, or it's something that was in your DNA?
I'm sure the fact that I'm from a political family helped, because I've been going around to meetings, helping father for elections ever since I was like 7. I can remember when I was very young, I took over the poster campaign for father.
Oh, wow.
and my brother was about 5 at that time. We have put posters upside down all over the roads.
Your dad might have not been happy.
No, not happy. But yeah, so we've been living that life, which makes it easier for us to get into it.
But because, I don't know, like in today's mindset, it's like the beauty pageant world. A lot of people who are actually good in what they do not want to come to politics. And actually the ones who are capable of being beautiful, smart and eloquent do not want to come and take part in a pageant. It's one of those situations, I always say.
Yeah.
We always crown the wrong people.
Yeah.
But tell me, do you think politics is on the right way? Do you think it has a rich culture anymore?
No, I think it's in the wrong way, especially here in this country, because what I feel like we are just trying to figure out how to win, how to change government, that's it. And we are promising things that we absolutely country can't handle.
Yeah.
But our only plan, only goal is somehow be the other guy.
Yeah, and just get to that seat and be on that seat as long as you can.
As long as you can.
We are going to get into a break, because on the other side, the other half, who actually can be demanding, I'm told. We will speak to the one and only Sabrina Herft on the other side.
My name is Sabrina Herft, and I'm the former Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe 2012. I'm also the owner of my own retail brand, Azaria, and a self-taught designer, and a recent mom. I think Danu's show is very interesting because he brings people from all walks of life and all professions, and it's interesting to hear people's points of view on different topics and subjects. I met Danu actually for the first time when I won Miss Sri Lanka. He was the first person who wanted to interview me, so I'm really glad to be sitting down again with Danu a few years later.
We needed the glamour factor. It could be kind of dull otherwise. The better half of Narada, Sabrina Herft. I've literally literally pulled Sabrina off. I don't know. I think you were stuck in a
obscurity.
yeah,
I
somewhere.
think. Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'm so happy that you're
Somewhere.
out and
Just
about.
became a
these days.
beach bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the
Thank
screens of Hi TV.
It's good to be back, especially with you, Danu. I don't think you and I have seen each other enough.
Yeah, because
So,
you won
you
the
know.
crown and literally married him and just moved away from life.
Disappeared from life.
That is true. And
Just let him take over.
correct.
You know.
And I can see the production is also out. 1 year and 4 months, so that's amazing. Yeah. Thanks for being on the show. So, have you ever thought that one day you will be in the room chatting with the other ministers' wives? Oh, they take national like having my honey.
Well, unfortunately, my Sinhalese is not that
then
good.
you might have to say, a lot of people might not understand
yes,
that.
so I might be a bit of a wallflower in
Yeah.
that room,
Yeah.
just observing.
They'll also
you
hate
know?
you because you look good.
Yeah, I tend to have more boys as friends than
good.
girls, so I'm not sure if
That's going to go down very
yes.
well. Yeah.
But that would be an interesting room, I have to say.
That's
and would
true.
it be from one party and all parties?
Yeah.
Or just, you know?
You never know what party.
Danu, I think you should host a tea party.
For them?
I think it would be very interesting for you.
Super, thank you. I'll do that. Now that I have to ask you, I have done some digging about Sabrina.
Oh, no.
All her friends tend to say that she can talk. Do you get a chance to put a few words into a sentence?
Hardly.
Arguments are mostly won by?
Arguments.
No, he is great.
I'm a
He's
better
great, yes.
arguer, I think.
Right. But the victory goes to
But
who?
it doesn't matter. No,
yeah.
I have to say sorry at the end.
I think he's learned the hard way. Wife is always right.
Yeah. Right, okay.
But he doesn't give in without
I
a
might
fight.
have the points to win it,
But
no, I have
the
to say
jury
sorry.
always goes with
But it's still a fight. I mean, he doesn't just give in.
Right.
You know?
It goes on.
It
we
takes
have
a
a
while.
we have a new reason now with Aiden how to
What are the principles that you have to bring him up on?
what-
The thing is
to
also, I
eat
think we
and-
take a time out with Aiden.
Right.
You know, so if we're even mid-fight,
Right.
then we'd pause the fight if
Then
it's to
he's
do
like,
with Aiden. Yeah,
like,
if
okay,
it's
hold
to
on.
do with Aiden. And then we go back, you know, so we do a mid-pause,
Oh, wow.
which we never had before.
Yeah.
But now with a baby,
But
you
it's
have to put
amazing
him
how you all
first.
keep the momentum going even after that.
Yes, I think everyone finds us more entertaining
Yeah.
than anything.
That's amazing. All right. We are going to be talking so much about how they met. There's a love story that is very deep and they have been together for so long. And we are going to come to know more about it. And at the same time, I have to ask him about the policies and the future. What do we need to look forward to when the younger ones sit in the parliament? We'll speak more when we do come back. Just stick around and stay with Danu. Welcome back to the show. In conversation with Narada and Sabrina. So I'm going to come to you, Narada. There's a lot of hope and a lot of disrespect for the older generation of politicians and a lot of hope thinking, okay, at least the new will do a change. But this whole transition of politicians have not always been so easy. As somebody who has seen politics from a very young age at home, where do you think politics is going wrong today?
Well, basically, like I said earlier, I feel we are not moving in one direction for the country. We are basically, one party comes into power and they do what they want, and the others somehow come into power by saying what they want to come into power, and then they take it the other way. Like if you look at a developing country now, USA for example, like we've seen Obama and then someone like Trump and then now Biden, very different characters, right?
Correct.
But the country is still going in this one direction.
Yeah.
They are changing few things, obviously.
But it doesn't change. Like, for example, they don't plan a road and stop a road because this party didn't plan it.
Exactly. And
Correct.
they don't change the constitution every time you come into power.
Correct.
You know, so instead of going from A to B, we are just going like this, I feel. So it's taking a long time. So we need a national plan, national policy.
Have you and your father disagreed on political topics?
Oh yeah. Because he likes to just tell what he feels like.
Right.
I'm a little bit more careful.
Right. So you have to like process it a little
Yeah, now he listens to me more, so I have sort of calmed him down a little.
which is great. Sabrina, are you something I really wanted to know? If given a chance, would you ask him to change careers?
That's a good question. there have been times when I've thought so, because I think with politics, today you're in, tomorrow you're out. Life is very up and down. You
and
know,
people never appreciate you.
They never
They
do.
won't.
And I think I get more upset that Narada doesn't get the appreciation that he's due, and the amount he works for his people, that affects me more than it affects him. You know, he says this is what people are like, this is their nature, but it affects me more because I see how much he sacrifices for us and his family, and I feel that when I see that he doesn't get the appreciation that he so wholly deserves, it upsets me, because he has sacrificed time with me, my family, my son, to do this profession, and it takes a lot of time away from family to do this, because he's fighting for everyone else. So when they don't respect that, and they don't, you know, appreciate the amount of work and how hard he works for his people, that bothers me. And then I do think, Danu, yeah, I do. I sometimes think, my gosh, I wish he had a 9-to-5 job, and you know,
At least
it
you
was
can plan tomorrow.
exactly,
Yeah.
and you know, we know where our life is heading, and we know the direction that we're heading in. Whereas with politics, like I said, today you're in, tomorrow you're out, and that's it's a roller coaster with politics. So that's tough.
But like, because I don't know, from a young age, were you always the party that he supports?
I don't think I knew much about politics, or I even followed politics.
Okay.
I actually didn't even know who Narada was when I met him. We met in Australia, you know, different worlds, different lives.
Yeah.
We had finished university. I was working in media. He was working. And I didn't realize who he was. I had no idea. You know, my parents had kept us very sheltered.
Yeah.
It wasn't something we grew up with. And it's not something we knew. We didn't have any friends who were, you know, who had political families or parties. So it wasn't something we were involved in. Yes.
So he had to like really break it down eventually.
He had to really break it down, and I had no idea that, you know, we'd be here today.
That's amazing.
And we'd be in this career together. Yeah.
Great. Now, I have to introduce someone, because we wanted to see somebody who sort of glues in all of this together. Now, but there's one issue though. I've been told that Narada is going to be completely sidelined. So I'm going to precisely give him time in each segment, because the other person who he works with, friends with, has
Pretty
a drink
much
or two
family.
with, is someone called Shehan. I'm sure you would have seen him. If you have not seen him, you would have heard his very chattery conversations just repeatedly in your ear. We are going to be speaking to Shehan on the other side. Do stick around.
Hi, I'm Shehan Suwandaratna. I'm owner of Hopper brand and the president of the French School of Colombo. And I'm here to go on a date with Danu. Well, I've watched a few of the shows. I think Danu is a lot like me, loud, colorful, and has no boundaries. I think we'll get along fine. Yes, so the show seems really nice and witty, and it talks about very real issues very lightheartedly. So I'm looking forward to it.
And we are back with Shehan. Shehan is dressed in a Sabrina original.
Yes.
You are the model.
Well, I try to be,
Yeah.
whenever I can.
So, Shehan, actually, I have never met you, but I've heard great things about you. But everyone just highlighted the fact that he never stops talking.
Yeah, I mean, I have so much to say. You should understand, huh?
What do you think? Please, I don't have verbal diarrhea.
I mean, I couldn't get a word in during the break. That's saying something.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not liking where this show is going. So,
invited me.
Shehan, this is my show. I have to ask questions.
He might never invite you
Yeah,
again. at
Shehan,
this rate.
how did you meet Narada? What is this connection?
Okay, do you want me to tell the real story or?
You can tell the real one.
okay.
This-
Big
This
story.
was
Sure,
about
you can
25
just.
25 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, he was about. He started a fight at in my house.
No, I didn't start a fight.
No, someone else started.
Someone else started a fight.
And how did he end up in your house?
Because I went to AIS, they went to Royal. They wanted to come for the mixed parties.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So he came for the drinks, tagging along with someone who started a fight.
Right.
Just for the girls.
Okay.
obviously.
And then we
Yeah,
just let them fight.
we
and
didn't let them fight, we got
just,
to know each other.
just became friends.
Yeah. So that's
yeah.
how I ended up.
So none of you jumped in to defend your friend?
No, we were having a chat.
No, then everybody got scared to your sister.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fight stopped.
Yeah, my
and-
sister,
Yeah.
who they're still scared of, I think, but maybe the only person, I
Right.
don't know, you want this one or other, you want, yeah, this only people they're scared of probably stay.
And she stopped the fight eventually.
Kind of, yeah.
But you all were just like busy eating popcorn and watching it.
Yeah, watching it.
Okay.
And yeah, then somehow, a couple of days after that, I ended up going to his house after a night out. And we were about 17, maybe 16, 17.
Oh, it's like a true bromance.
Yeah. No, wait. There's more to it. All right. And
then
I
Australia.
I woke up in the morning. This was the first night I stayed at his
Please
house.
finish the sentence fast.
I heard Narada screaming, "Oh, Mahana, can you please touch my bum?" Right? Because they have played. Yeah, this is what I was.
Check one.
Yeah, because they have played
Where
rugby
this
the
is
night
going.
Rugby, and I had a huge.
So this was my first
Wound.
experience. Yeah, well, that kind of party.
I'm as surprised as you. I've never heard this
and
story.
you call it rugby these days?
Well, apparently that's what they call it.
Touch
But-
rugby?
Well, you are the one who was touching the bum.
It was not me. It was not someone else. It was that kind of party.
Was that? I don't know.
I
Nana.
really don't know
I
where
don't
this
know
goes.
where this
But
conversation-
now
You
y'all
just
have
taken it to a
yeah.
different
But now
place
y'all
now.
have a business together.
Yes.
Yeah, not that kind of business. But
Yeah.
cocktails.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a stay-at-home dad during the week and sells a few cocktails during the weekend.
And where tell us something about it.
So it's in
Yes,
Unawatuna,
Shehan.
Yes.
Toddy by Hopper.
Yeah.
You know, we concentrate on live music. It's really nice beach spot.
Live
you know.
music, and we're also known for our cocktails,
Cocktails,
which
yeah.
Narada has invented the whole list. So politician
menu.
by by profession and
Yeah.
mixologist,
By
shall I say,
by the
by
weekends.
passion.
All
Yeah.
right.
By
Done.
passion.
We're going to get into hot seat. It's one of my favorite segments where we ask atrocious questions. So let's get into it. Back with us on the show, and it's time to play hot seat. I'm going to start with you, Narada, because this is your chance and you all can't talk. All right. One thing each that you will and won't take from your father's playbook about politics.
One thing,
That you will take and one thing you won't.
switching parties.
Okay.
I won't take that. And but I will take as well, right?
Yeah.
His work ethic.
All right. The biggest lesson that marriage has taught you.
Be patient.
Sabrina? If you were to lose your name, fame and fortune and the power overnight, what's the first thing you would do when you wake up the next day morning, apart from touching the bum?
Figure out my next move, how to feed my family.
All right. Name two things that you would change in the current government.
The decisions being reversed, and decisions being reversed is definitely one, because we have done many like thought we are going to do this
Yeah.
and then
It's just pulled back,
people,
yeah.
So I wouldn't do that, because I think if a government should come, if they think this is the best for the country, they should do
Stick
that.
to it.
Yeah, because a decision will not make everyone happy. It's impossible. So if one person is unhappy, but it's good for 99%, you should stick to it. So this government has not done that. And I would have done the fertilizer issue differently, because I think it should be a 5 to 10 year plan instead of switching it immediately, and it's not working.
That is true. I agree. We have nothing to grow it with. Who, in your opinion, will fit to replace the current president? Your options are Ranil Wickremesinghe, Maithripala Sirisena, Sajith Premadasa, Aruna Kumara Dissanayaka.
Can I say none? Because we don't have alternative at the moment. We are
Why?
looking for one.
I'm kind of here. Just saying. All right. Shehan, over to you now. Name one thing that you want Narada to add into the constitution and one thing that you don't want him to add and remove from the current constitution?
One thing do you want me to
Add.
Okay.
It could be beneficial just for you even. That's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I would, something that I've been talking about a lot is to zone out Sri Lanka, to create entertainment areas, relax the excise duties and things like that, permits, because I think the government can earn a lot from taxes. Because right now a lot of people are just paying bribes to the excise department.
True.
So that's something that I would like to change. And one thing I wouldn't like to change from the current situation.
Is it?
I mean, I suppose the way, I mean, I'm a fan of the way they are handling COVID. Well, from the constitution, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Well, I don't know.
Well, we'll keep it to COVID
Yeah.
because I don't seem to think everyone is agreeing on that, but it's okay. If you had your speech from Narada and Sabrina's wedding, what is the time duration we are looking at? If you had to time the speech that you did for Narada and Sabrina, what's the time duration we are looking at? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or is it still going on?
Probably still going on.
Got it. If you had to open a brand new branch of Hopper in Colombo, who would you pick as your brand ambassador?
You, Danu.
Aww.
I don't even drink, but it's okay.
I'll feed you hoppers.
Oh, there you go. That's always something. Out of the following people, who would you love to invite for a night cup at Toddy by Hopper, and who would you avoid? Your options: Dumida Silva, Mervyn Silva, Susantika, Pushpika De Silva.
I'm really sorry, I don't know the last one.
Pushpika De Silva.
She's the
She's the current Mrs.
Mrs.
Sri Lanka.
Mrs.
I
Sri
thought
Lanka
she made
for
an
Mrs.
international
World.
impact
Okay. All right.
with the crowning and decrowning.
I'm
Yeah, she
sorry,
definitely
I suck at
Really?
these kind of
This is
things.
the second show I'm telling who she is. Okay.
There you go. I wouldn't invite any of them for a nightcap. That'll be weird.
Okay, fine. This for a day.
Yeah, I reckon Susantika. She's
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
She'll get them out of here quickly.
And the others, none of them are going to be invited.
Probably not. I mean, I didn't even know one of them, so
That's true. Yeah.
That's one left.
Describe Colombo society in one word.
Pretentious.
True. Okay, Sabrina, do you think or want your son to enter into politics?
I don't know. I think that's a tough one. I think he can help a lot of people, and I see how much his father does, and I would like him to follow in those footsteps. Politically or as an individual, I don't know.
I'm trying to make him the alternative you were talking about.
I just don't know. It's
Question number 2. If you had to change one thing about your husband, what would it be?
his temper.
Pick a Sri Lankan designer that you think can make a splash in the international market. Your options are Darsha Kirtisena, Charini Suryage, Indiyapa, Aslam Hussain.
Indiyapa. I like her flow, I like her style.
Tell us 2 reasons why people should vote for Narada in the next elections.
Because he's not about stealing from the poor to benefit himself. He will always do what he can for the people and put the people first. And that's definitely a reason to vote for him. And I think as a young politician coming up, he's traveled, he's worldly, he's lived abroad, and he knows how the system works abroad and how it's so fair. And I think he wants to bring that to Sri Lanka and make it more fair and equal for everyone.
Good choice. Rank in order of the most fashionable to least fashionable according to you. The names: Rosie Senanayaka, Ranil Wickramasinghe, Rohitha Rajapaksa, Mahela Jayawardena, Arjuna Ranatunga.
Rosie Senanayaka, Rohitha,
Number 2,
Mahela,
3.
Arjuna, and Ranil, of course. I'm sorry.
Fine. On that note, let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. It's Date with Danu. Welcome back to the show, in conversation with these three amazing people. Now, we have spoken about the whole political arena. Let's speak about what you all do for fun. Like, it's a passion, and a lot of people just frown upon when it comes to, like, you know, cocktails and all those stuff. It's a part of our lives, and I think everyone should be in a place where they can enjoy a drink without worrying about tomorrow, and that's what we should all work towards in our lives and also for the future of our country, because if you're going to be stressed about even that, that means what's the point of living, right?
Why not
What do you all give as an experience? Because I've never been to your place.
So
You really need to come down.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
should
come
come
in on
because
Saturday.
we have sort of created that kind of relaxed
Okay.
place, you know,
It's
where
by
you
no
can
means. It's by no means some fancy, pretentious place. It's chilled out. It's on the beach. You just relax, listen to soul, funk, jazz, blues. Not doof 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 doof. None of that. All live music, and you chill. Have some really kick-ass cocktails made out of local produce, and just chill. Have a chat. Enjoy. You know, we're not telling you to get blind drunk and pass out. That's not the kind of place we are. You know, just it's about chilling and conversations.
he was just telling me that we decided to now close exactly at midnight because otherwise things
Because see, how we see it,
you know,
how we see it is, you know, the drinking and the fun goes away after 12.
Yeah, then it
Only
becomes
problem.
just
Yeah.
annoying.
So we close at 12.
Becomes messy.
Yeah.
We are done at 12.
Nothing good happens after 12.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I wanted to ask the two of you. So you all met in Australia. Who eventually asked who out?
I did. What happened was we met like couple of
Through
times
mutual friends.
through
Yeah.
mutual friends, and then we bumped in at a bar, no? At a bar, Turak, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then I got her number somehow.
right.
I was single by then. Initially, when we met, I was not.
Not single, yeah.
So
That needed to be cleared because last time when I had on the show, she was like, we have known each other for 15 years, and she's like, please clarify, it's been
Yes,
not
yes,
15 years.
yes.
I'm not a home
11 years. No.
So yeah, then we were going to Lawn down Great Ocean Road. But I was
He's
just
there, no? You are like,
Yeah.
you are just
Yeah,
there
he's
in,
there.
in everything.
And I was just chatting with her the whole day,
Uh,
and we somehow arranged a date for the day I'm coming back.
Yes, he asked for dinner.
Okay.
I counted with coffee because just in case,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, true. Night
I
time
can
and yeah.
leave, right? Yeah.
He looks a bit creepy.
But I managed to
an
make
escape,
the
just in case.
coffee at 6.
Oh, right, late
So
coffee.
by
Yeah,
the time the coffee finished, the dinner was serving, coffee turned into wine,
Okay.
and she spilled the whole wine on me.
It was white wine in my defense.
Yeah.
It
By
was not
accident?
By
or-
accident.
Yes.
by
Or you just didn't want him to show your body, show his body to you, just to do a preview?
Red. I was just a bit jealous. Yeah.
So after the date was over, I think she felt sorry for me because I'm smelling like wine.
Aw, yeah.
So we kissed and no,
We never.
yes.
Well, I wasn't there, unfortunately.
Shehan wasn't behind the background for that one, Danu.
I was behind the wall with the camera.
He was like the creepy guy
He's
in the
the one who
background.
slowly dropped the wine.
It's like the thread.
Yeah. Like the puppeteer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were there in the initial part, but when it came to the whole grand finale, you were kicked out.
Yeah.
It's a common thing for the third wheel.
I know.
Yeah.
It was-
I've been the third, the fifth. I've been I've always been that odd one out when it comes
Shehan
to.
wants to be the center, though. You know,
Yeah.
where are the wheels?
Can you see?
Yeah. There you go.
You recognize that
Just
even
the
before
way
the
it
show
is on this
started?
couch.
I can see
Yeah.
that. You have been sandwiched by the good.
Good.
We do a segment called Yes or No, where we get a chance to ask some questions and see how their answers are honest or not. Let's get into that. All right. Are you all ready? So you all have a yes or no answer. You all don't need to reply. Just hold the board. This will also give us a chance to understand who you are. You all know that this is where you develop personality, an understanding about someone's personality with these questions, not with the straightforward questions. These ones. All right. Would you return to someone who has been unfaithful to you? Oh, no, sin.
No, it's for what?
This is what you are not supposed to ask deep questions. Okay, fine, you will return. Have you ever made any of your partners cry? Have you ever made your parents cry? You
You
had to
had to
think
think about that.
Do you usually follow your brain or your heart? Brain? Brain?
Brain, yeah.
Both brains. Heart? Heart? No. You are.
No, sorry.
You follow brain or heart?
Heart.
Okay, fine. So that's what I wanted to give a pause so that we can hold the board. Okay. Do you usually be friends with your exes? Yes. No. No. Okay. Have you ever fallen asleep at school or work? Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Have you ever laughed so hard that what you were eating or drinking came out of your nose? Yes. No. If you had to move to a place where you didn't have your family or friends, would you do it? Yes.
Shehan, seriously?
Yeah, why? You want me to be honest?
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
you're right. I am learning a lot about him.
Do you judge people on how they look? Yes. Have you ever hit one of your friends?
All the time.
Have you ever hit on one of your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, you all slept together. Hello, you all use the following words in one sentence. Rugby, bum, I was sleeping next to him. What do you put out of all of this?
That's true.
Sri Lankan
It
rugby
sounds
has
like a
been so
really-
fluid.
It sounds like a very bad gay porn movie.
Yeah, it's like one of
It
those.
just sounds
like
like my
one of
friend
those-
fell asleep next to me after getting
That's how
injured
it
after
all
rugby,
starts.
right?
You know,
That's how it all
yeah,
starts.
that's
It's like
where
they
all the
delivered
stories-
pizza
good
or they
stories
went to
come.
sleep.
Take your mind out of the gutter.
I'm not in the gutter.
Mine
You were
is
there
dirty
touching the
enough.
gutter.
Mine is dirty enough.
Let's get into a break. I have to choose winners out of it. I must say, Shehan, this is you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
true.
Well
I
done.
also learned
Yeah.
a lot
Well
about
done,
you.
well done.
So
I'm going to give you a gift, but after the show. We'll get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. It's Steak with Danu. All right, so I'm going to ask them some very deep questions. We'll search for some honest answers. Okay, one of the reasons why I wanted to speak to Narada is I wanted to see the new view of how a politician's son will see the world, and also what type of strategies and thinking they like to bring forward to the country. And that's something I think his wife and his friend could address over the fact that he doesn't see himself as a politician. Say something, Vilushan. This is your chance.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's the. I mean, I see Narada, and I've seen Narada's dad since I was a young age, and I see him grow into a politician. And I think that's the kind of politician I look forward to. Someone you know, who's very well educated, very traveled, like she said, and also thinks before they speak. They're calm. They're not screaming. They make sense.
All right.
And yeah.
But tell me, in our country, we see politics as a family business. And I think right now we have a family in it, right middle in the center. Do you think this whole subject of being family business, and also this entitlement when a politician walks in, okay, I am known, why the hell are you not opening the door for me? Why do I not have the seat? Why aren't people moving fast? That entitlement has now started to put off a lot of people, at least who think the modern way. How can we change that? And how would you advise politicians to think different?
First thing is, I think people needs to change as well, because they sort of, it's changing now. I feel that when I was younger, people used to worship the politicians.
After all, they are just normal. They're called the
heroes
servants of the people.
Yeah, exactly. But the heroes of the country those days, like 15 years ago, are the politicians. Not that like Americano, it'll be the actors and all that, right? But now I think it's changing, which is good, and that will make the politicians also change how they feel, how entitled they are. And when you spoke about the family thing, I give you a good example. The way I think, now me and my father are working in Nuwara district, right? So the reason I'm not going to parliament is I am waiting for father to retire. Because I feel if we both go, we both will win.
Yeah.
But in one district, father
True.
and son,
Yeah.
I don't think it's the
And
right
you're all going
thing.
to take lunch from the same house. It's
Exactly.
funny.
Yes. So it's going to take me some time because
Yeah.
my father is not planning to retire.
Slow
So
down,
maybe it will be 2030 when I actually contest. But I have decided to do that because I don't feel it's correct. You know,
Yeah.
like me and father both
In the
you
same
know,
place.
in the same place,
Yeah.
in the same district, taking somebody else's ticket to go into parliament. So you have to think differently now because I think the country is changing in that way. But for us to change politics, so many things has to change.
Now, Noorele has been fighting for this 1,000 rupees for the longest time, the majority being the tea families, and it has been a constant update on news. What is the solution? And also, like, it's like for somebody who is in Colombo, and I'm fortunate enough to be blessed in certain ways where we can enjoy life in a different way. The value of 1,000 rupees, we see it more in Noorele, over the fact that they have fought for it over years. What is the solution for it?
I see two things. My easiest solution is we have to move away from tea, especially upcountry tea is much more cheaper now in the world market than low country, right? So we have to look at things like other like vegetables or even coffee is now taking a turn.
Yeah.
So now we have
And we did have the best coffee plants at one
exactly.
time. Yeah.
So we have to understand that. The other solution is instead of people working for a salary, we divide these tea estates into these people. Like give them an acre, you do it, and you get a profit out of it, and you give it to us at this price. And then they will work harder.
And that's a sense of ownership that's going to be there.
Yeah, they will own it, and then that means they will like do their job properly as well.
Would this happen in my lifetime?
I don't know.
With John Kills, they do smallholder teas,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's happening here and there, but the big
Picture is still
not there.
below the poverty line. Below the poverty line, that's just way too low. Like, you know, it's a solution, and I think people who can make the decisions should make it now to give opportunities for them equally.
That's the thing. Like I feel there are little things you can do to change a lot, but those things are not happening. Like recently, me and my father, we were having a chat to change education, right? Because we have 1,100 schools, and every school, even if you ask Royal College principal, is there any problems in your school? He'll say the
Yeah, of
toilet
course.
is out, this is out, classrooms are like this. So we have to find a way to fund this, right? Now, we found two ways, okay? Now there are 4.2 million students in the local system, right? And about 800,000 of them go to school by car, right? They have servants, you know, they are high to upper income, 800,000, right? You tell them if you can spend 1,500 rupees and give it to the school, right, to develop the school. And you tell the principal, you keep 500 to develop your school, but you put the other 1,000 into a school development fund.
Project, yeah.
Right? So that if you can get 400,000 people to agree from that 800,000 people, you're getting 600 million a month to that account, right? And another thing we haven't tapped is there are 140,000 international students, right? And most of them are paying at least 35,000 a month.
Per term, yeah.
Per month, right? And if we give them local good schools, like pick 200 good schools, you know, Royal Anand, Trinity, and we tell them, okay, you put your son there, put your daughter there, but you have to pay 15,000 a month. But they are at the moment paying much more,
True.
right? So there's another, if you can get 40,000 students to do that, right? That's another 600 million a month.
But you know, the
Right.
advances that people, they take as advances to get into school, sometimes in the millions.
No,
Especially-
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And I don't know what happened. Like I went
Yeah.
to St. Peter's College, and if there is a boy from a different religious view, God, they can buy a house with that amount of money they're giving.
Yeah. And so with these two examples, I'm talking 1.2 billion a month, and you show that account to any bank. This is your income. You can get 300-400 billion, and that we can fix the school problem
Systems.
completely. And we are not
Definitely.
taking a single rupee from the government. these things have to be done. People will come now. If you say you have to pay, right? Even if they are paying happily, some people will come and say you are changing the free education system. But those are the things we have to be tough on.
True. Why actually give free education and lose the children from our school, from our country? We have lost so much of talent.
It's a lot of brain.
Yeah, I know. And at this point, I could just be the next scientist here because I'm just going to be left with people who are with low IQ.
Yeah.
Man, I had a low IQ.
No, I think free education is not what it should be. It's access to education is
Correct.
what they should
That's
have.
what it should be. Amazing. All right, thank you. We're going to get into a break. This break has been really thrown at me. We'll see you after this. It's time to go through what's on their Facebook and did some digging, and it's time to take a look at it. So before we get into WTFP, Shehan, you married a French lady.
Yes.
Do you eat good croissants at home?
Croissant, saucisson, you name it.
Oh wow.
Well, no, ma'am. Most of the time we just eat rice and curry.
Okay.
But she loves to bake, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
She's
I'm
a great
coming home.
baker.
Yeah, you come.
And you have
She's
two
the best.
kids?
3.
You
I
have been very busy.
Yes,
After
ma'am.
Shehan. After.
9, 6, and 1.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel, Madeleine, and Josephine.
Oh, superb. So tell me about what you run a school as well.
Well, yes, I'm the president of a school. It's a French school. It's in every country of the world. It's
Oh,
for the
wow.
expat children to be able to study and go back to the same level wherever in the world they go. But now we have opened it up to the locals as well for them to
Amazing.
give access to higher education in
Speak
France.
to me in French, please.
I don't know how to speak. After 15 years, you'd think I understand everything, but I'm not good at speaking. I know as much as my 1.5-year-old does. So.
What were you doing with your wife, apart from making babies?
You know, funny
Well-
story, she had to learn to speak
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
And when she came to Australia,
She
to
didn't
be
know
with
English.
him, she couldn't speak a word of English, and she studied, and she's excellent at her English now. And Shehan has done nothing.
Well, I'm
Shehan has
really
made
good
zero
looking.
effort. Yeah.
I'm really good looking. That's what I bring.
Yeah.
I'm the pretty
He
face.
he-
He's the
He
brains.
brings the beauty to the relationship.
Thank God for makeup
Yeah.
today. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. All right, the first one really did catch my attention. I gotta show it.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember this, Shehan?
Yes. Just
Was
before
it
the
this?
rugby.
Was it
You
this?
look very drunk, but I have to say.
Why the shades on?
That was
Probably-
in Waterloo. No, that was.
This is somewhere we have gone.
No, that was in.
No, I don't.
Do you all have any memory of this evening?
I don't think I was there.
This was every weekend.
You can keep those are
okay.
for you.
Oh, those are good. We can frame them.
That's Josephine.
Josephine.
And
That's
how
his
old is she now?
youngest.
1.5.
Ah,
So
she
just
was
a couple of
she's a
months.
COVID production.
Yes, yes. 2 days
There's
before
been
lockdown.
many COVID productions.
Yeah.
I really like this picture.
That was on the way home from
From
the
the
hospital.
hospital.
Yeah.
And Narada was tearing up, and
Aw.
this beautiful song played actually. It was just,
Yeah,
I can't remember the
name.
name, but it was the most, you
Your
know, the
Mind, right?
perfect
Your
song,
Mind or something?
Your Mind.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect
I was-
time, perfect moment.
yeah.
Yeah, and he just teared up.
Were you scared to
was-
carry him first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks fragile, no?
Yeah. That was our church wedding. We had 3 weddings.
Why? Because one was not enough.
No, well, his parents wanted poorer, my parents wanted church.
Church.
We wanted,
Something.
reception for our friends.
Right. But
Hence,
this
the wedding spanned, I think, 2 years. So we
2 years?
paced it, yeah, the different functions.
For 2 years?
Yeah,
Yeah, about 1.5.
yeah, 1.5, 2 years.
You all didn't have it back to back?
No.
No,
We took our time.
we took our time.
First we got registered.
Yes.
And then we took our time with 2 other ceremonies.
God. Is this your better half?
Yes, Cecile.
Where did you meet her?
I met her in Sri Lanka, believe it or not. I was holidaying in Sri Lanka from Australia when we were living there.
Yeah.
And she was holidaying here in France. She had no idea there was a war until she turned up in the country at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
They have really done their research.
So yeah, she was only, we were only 22.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I understand. All right. If I can show one of Narada, why can't I show one of Sabrina?
That was
Before the babes?
definitely before
But you
the
look the
baby.
same.
I hope so. I don't know, still working on it. Still
Good choice.
working.
Aren't you happy that you poured the wine? Please tell me what is this photo?
Oh my gosh. Isn't that
Australia, Abid,
is that
and we
Abith? Okay.
at
Saturday
a
Night Live.
nightclub called what's that?
I didn't know
That
you
place
then.
we go all the time.
Was it,
They really look like pimps,
the-
right?
Yeah, Hyatt.
near the Hyatt.
Oh,
Spice
Spice
Market.
Market.
Spice Market.
You all look really happy. Out of this, I know one face. He was supposed to be on the show as well.
Kanchana.
Kanchana was supposed to be on the
Yeah.
show.
This
Who are the
is-
others? You all have all dressed
think-
Indian, and you all shopped at the
They
same
say-
Yeah,
shop.
this
Sujat's
is
No,
my friend
oh,
Sujit's
Malsha's.
Sujit's wedding, no?
Oh,
Oh,
Malsha's
Malsha's
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah, she
But
had a
they've all-
Bollywood theme.
But you all have all
And I
bought the
think-
kurtas from the same shop.
Yeah, it really looks
So
like that.
this is this is Harsha. He lives in the
The
US.
States.
Uh,
Yeah.
Supun, he lives in Ratnapura. You know, Kanchana.
Like they're all over the place.
what a
and
destination.
he's Malinda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in
Malinda's
England.
in UK.
Yeah.
in
But
the
whoever
UK,
took
yeah.
this picture has been really high because you know why? They've given more prominence to the wall.
Yeah, and I think they were maybe, I don't know,
Maybe they were
strange
trying to take-
angle.
yeah.
I really want to know who is the person in the black shirt and what's with his Victoria's Secret pose.
Lasura. No, that's cousin.
What's with that?
The
does
Lasura,
that a
that's
lot,
my
actually, when he drinks.
mother's brother's son.
You have to ask him about that pose. Like,
So that was Suja's wedding, right?
Yeah, that's-
Suja and
yeah,
Shamil.
yeah,
you know, we have seen moments like this in fairy tale. How do you even react so elegantly, man? Like
That-
others would have been like,
You know, that was one of my favorite places, actually, Six Senses in Nha Trang. Beautiful place.
you knew
beautiful
why he was
setting.
taking it.
I had an idea, but I didn't know when he would pop the question. So,
But
you know,
don't
it
think
was-
this picture
That
was
was the
taken
107th
like I
picture.
had to be like this like half an hour.
So maybe I had time to, you know,
Don't
I had
think
time to
it just
react.
happened like that.
Were you there, Shehan?
No, I was in the next room.
Unfortunately,
You were there.
he was in the next room.
You can see my knees are
Unfortunately.
bleeding later on.
Shehan missed that moment.
This is like after she said yes, you were like,
Yeah,
"If I
now
only
take
known
Okay.
before."
You know, we're going he hates pictures, he hates posing, you know, which is strange for a politician.
Yeah,
He hates
true.
taking pictures, hates being in the picture,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
No, I don't mind them taking my picture. I just
No,
don't,
don't want to be.
one taking
But
the
he
picture.
takes Danu blurry pictures, and I think on purpose. So
Just
then
so that-
you never ask him to take a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
We're
is
all
true.
onto his game.
That's my little sister.
And that's you.
Yes,
Shehan, I haven't seen that picture.
I know.
You have the same face.
I know. I age like wine. It's
Gets better with age.
That was open. I really like you, Shehan.
Yeah.
I like you too.
Oh, wow. 2012
Vegas.
Miss Universe, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Evening
Were you there?
gown.
Yeah.
Were you
Katie,
there?
No, I wasn't.
Katie did the dress. And it just flowed. Actually, funnily enough, Prabhat and I were talking about it today and how it flowed so effortlessly.
Did they know that you're from Sri Lanka?
They did, but funnily enough, my roommate was Miss New Zealand, and I was the only one who got someone other than Miss India.
India, I know.
So
Because always,
it was-
always we have had with
Yeah,
India.
I was very worried. That's when Narada, this is your moment
Yeah.
actually. This is
this
at the
is-
president's house.
Yeah,
right?
this is
Yes?
when I got the post, the organizer for the Kangurankeda area.
Superb.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think we should all just work towards changing the wardrobe in the parliament, please. If you can design a few things.
No, I think this whole white and
Yeah, like annoying because can't even identify some of them.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
some of them have to wear at least a sticker. Because it's like standing in attention sometimes and you're like, we are tuned into the wrong
Danu,
place.
that's where you're looking clearly.
No, but it's just in your
It's
face.
just in your face.
Yeah. And when they sweat, ew. Just, Sabrina, this could be your contribution towards a nicer
towards
view.
society. Yeah. Okay. Help
Look at
me.
this shirt. Put this man in this shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so very much. Shehan actually came with something very summary, and I wanted him that way, but yet he has gone completely official. Yeah.
I think he was
And
a
I
bit
wore
worried.
shoes today as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
But these are not your shoes, right?
No, these are shoes.
Ah.
no,
This
shoes are
is
mine,
like-
shoes are
Sorry,
mine.
sorry. I thought you all completely changed the complete wardrobe. Thank you so very much for coming, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank
and
you.
I really hope your viewpoint, your political passion towards this country will sail forward and do great things, and I think that's what we need. Shehan, I'm really happy that I met you. I think you are one of those crazy ones in a good way.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. All right, I really hope you all will start something in Colombo.
We were, so funnily, we
Yeah.
were just talking
We were
about
talking
that
about
this
it today.
morning. You really, you read my mind. Danu, I'll see you next week, right? Next interview, number 3. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Bye, Sabrina. Thank you for being here,
Thank you
Sabrina.
for
You look
having
gorgeous as
me.
always.
Yeah.
She did have a child just 1 year and 4 months ago,
Yes, I did.
and I'm pregnant for a long time.
It's
On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for joining us. We'll see you with another cool episode today with Danu. Till then, keep smiling.